We are asked to find tangent of pi over 3 or state if the expression is undefined. To begin this problem, I'd like to note that if you take tangent of a given angle theta, the definition is the y value divided by the x value, where the x and y values come from coordinates on the unit circle. So if you can locate where pi over 3 is on this unit circle, and then divide the corresponding y and x coordinates, that will be our answer. So we start by rotating from the positive x-axis, going counterclockwise, and this is a rotation of pi over 3, which is 60 degrees. So we're talking about this point. The x-coordinate is a half, the y-coordinate is the square root of 3 over 2. I can take this value, the y value, and divide it by 1/2 the x value. So let's write that out. Tangent of pi over 3 is equal to, okay, the y value is the square root of 3 over 2, and the x value is 1/2. We can multiply the top and bottom of this fraction by 2 over 2. The net result will be we can cancel this 2 with that 2. So this cancels with that. And we are left with a reduced fraction of root 3 over 1, or more simply, tangent of pi over 3 is equal to the square root of 3. So it exists, and this would be its exact value. The expression would be undefined if you, let's say, like divided by 0. That did not happen for this angle. We have this value here. When I looked at the view the example part of this problem, it used a different angle, and that angle was 5 pi over 6. So if you want to find tangent of 5 pi over 6, step 1 would be locate this on the unit circle as an angle, determine the y and x coordinates, and divide them. So if I'm looking over here, if I see this over 6, I'm immediately thinking of pi over 6. So this is a rotation of pi over 6 if you go this far. I know that if you go all the way over here to halfway around the circle, that is pi radians. Or if you'd like, 6 pi over 6. So if you're counting by pi over 6, it's going to be 1 pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 4 pi over 6. Well, here's 5 pi over 6, and here's 6 pi over 6. I like to think of it as going backwards pi over 6. This is the angle of 5 pi over 6, which means this is the coordinate that we are referring to. The y value is 1/2, and the x value is a negative root 3 over 2. So the answer to this is going to be 1/2 divided by negative the square root of 3 over 2. Just like in the previous part, I can cancel that 2 with this one, and we are left with 1 over negative root 3. It's customary to rationalize the denominator, and this is done by multiplying the top and bottom by the square root of 3. The reason for doing this is, if we multiply by this, we're multiplying by 1, which doesn't change the value of the fraction, and root 3 times root 3 is equal to 3. So if I multiply across, I get that tangent of 5 pi over 6 is equal to, in the top we get the square root of 3, in the bottom we get negative 3, and I can write that negative in front of the entire fraction. So tangent of 5 pi over 6 is equal to negative root 3 over 3. This was not asked within this particular problem, but it did appear in the view and example.